asked, identify the transformation represented by the matrix. So these matrices represent either reflection, rotation, enlargement, and other matrices that we shall learn later. Now, so let's see what it is. So we try to see first from the image, 3, 0. There are two ways. B was 2, 3. C was 0, 2. So we see there is a relationship between these coordinates. So definitely, this is a reflection in this line. Because this has been reflected here, this has been reflected here, and B has been reflected there. So you can see this is perpendicular to the mirror line. This is perpendicular to the mirror line. This is also perpendicular. So this is reflection. We say this one, reflection on line y plus x is equals to 0. Reflection on line y plus x is equals to 0. So you have to remember about reflection in that line. If a point is A, x, y, or a point 3, negative 2, the image is usually the same. They interchange. They become, this becomes 2, this becomes negative 3. So that is reflection in line y plus x is equals to 0. So they interchange, but their signs also change. So let's go to part B. Now, part B says, a transformation represented by this matrix. So the matrix should be on the left hand side, as usual. 2, 1, 1, negative 2. Maps the image. So we have to write the image here. The image is A prime is 0, negative 3. 0, negative 3. B prime is negative 2, negative 3. C prime is negative 2, 0. Now remember, this one is not as easy as the other one because it doesn't have zeros. So this one has to be done in a hard way. 2 times 0 is 0. Remember this first one with this first one, the second one with the second one down. That is the rule. 2 times 0 is 0. 1 times negative 3. The answer is negative 3. Yes. Oh. Eh. Eh. Oh, okay. Eh. Oh, okay. Sawa, sawa. All of them passed, huh? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You know, I'm assuming things. Okay. You answered? Okay, now, so 2 times 0 plus 1 times negative 3. That gives you the first one. Now, the next one is 2 times, so you leave this one and go to the next. 2 times negative 2. Uh, 2 times negative 2 plus 1 times negative 3. The next one, 2 times negative 2 plus 1 times 0. Okay? Then we do the same here. Now this and this, where I put a dash, a star, or an X. 1 times 0 plus negative 2 times negative 3. You add those two. You go to the next one. 1 times negative 2 plus, it is the time for this one, negative 2 times negative 3. It is, we go to this one. The rules are the same. 1 times negative 2 plus negative 2 times 0. So it is now time to get the result. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus negative 3. Negative 3. You can go to the next one or this one. 1 times 0, 0 plus negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. We go to B. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 1 times negative 3 is negative 4 plus negative 3. You get negative 7. You can use the calculator. 1 times negative 2, negative 2. Negative 2 plus negative 2 times negative 3, you get 6. 6 plus negative 2, you get 4. You go to this one. Now, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 1 times 0 is 0. So we get negative 4 because of 0. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus negative 2 times 0. We get negative 2 plus 0, which is negative 2. Now this should be written in a row form and then plotted. They should be written in a row form and then plotted. That means double prime is negative 3, 6. This is the way the answer is written. otherwise it will not be accepted. So then we plot -3, 6. Here, -3, 6. That. -7, 4. -7, 4. We meet here. 4, -2. Now this is, I don't know whether it's wrong because it is wrong because the rest cannot be negative. So we again look at this one. 2 times -2 is -4. -4 plus 0. So this is wrong. We correct it based on the others. So we get -4, -2, -4. Now again we find out whether it is -2. Yes, -2, -4, -2. Yes, that is correct now. So it's good to repeat and see whether you have made a mistake, or you could use a calculator for accuracy. So that is the image. So we can have transformations following